Hey, hey everyone. How's it going? Oh my goodness. Can you hear me okay? I got a new microphone. I hope you guys can hear me and I'm not sounding like a chipmunk. Hi, Kristen. Hi, MA. Oh, good. I'm so glad you can hear me. Yay. I wish you had wine too. Oh, you're getting some iced herbal tea. Ooh, that sounds good. I have a spare here, which is my trusty pink mug of water, ice water with a little bit of lemon in it. That's what I've got going on today. How is everybody? How's everybody doing? How are you, Kristen, since your live yesterday with Chris? That was fun. Hey, Eveline, how are you? Hey, Chris. Oh my gosh, stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Emmy, you do need to watch it. They did such a cool spread, and I wasn't able to do it with them because I was eating at the time. It was a little late. So I was eating my tacos, but it was a really good spread. And you guys all need to go to Emmy's channel because she did a fabulous spread, and I think it's a tag. Emmy, tell them if it's a tag or not. I think it was, and it's all about doing a seance, and it uses different decks, and it looked a little like you really have to kind of concentrate on it. Hi, Donna. But then but it looked so interesting. I'm going to do it. Everybody's saying hi to Donna. All right. Well, I will, since we've got a bunch here, the regulars are here, I will share. This week, I am drinking a wine. It's a local wine. The last time Bennett came home, we went out to, I think 3 wineries we hit, 3 vineyards. They weren't wineries, they were vineyards. We hit that day. It was around Mark's birthday, so it was the end of August, and he took Mark out. Well, he took us out, but it was for Mark's birthday. And that was it was such a different experience to have your grown kid take you out for dinner and pay. it was pretty cool, actually. So yeah, we went out to a vineyard called Shade Mountain, and and we got a flight. And it's so Mark doesn't drink, so he's the designated driver, the DD all the time. So we got a flight, and we each got a flight. And in my flight was this dry red. It's called Chateau Carolyn, and it is lovely. It's like a Merlot, but just a titch lighter, just a little bit lighter than a Merlot. And it's really good. So, cheers. Happy weekend, everybody. We need it this week. We need something. We need something good. Mm. Oh, it's so good. It tastes like cherries, but then there's like that oaky finish to it. I could tell you were having fun, Chris. It was so nice to see you guys together. I was Jillie. I want to come on too. And happy Friday to everybody. Oh my goodness. So, what has been going on this week? Well, what's been going on with you guys this week? Donna just flew across the Atlantic this week, I do believe. And your flights went okay and you got home all right? I ripped out the garden. That was kind of last weekend. And when do you want me to come on? I'll come on anytime you want. I ripped out the garden last week. I had enough. My tomatoes weren't tomatoing. They never did tomato. And I just had a couple of like green ones just hanging on to these dead old wilted stalks. They look so sad. So I just ripped them all out. My marigolds are still doing great. And I left those. So they're still in there. I still have potatoes and I still have butternut squash coming. I left the tomatoes that were kind of the volunteers that came up. I had 2 come up in the front yard randomly and 2 in the backyard that still have tomatoes on them that may get red. But other than that, everything's out. Everything went fine with your flights. Yeah, very long trip. Oh, I bet you're super tired. Jet lag and re-entry is a thing. Let's see. And Bennett, tell him he's coming. I will. I wonder if he would. I don't know if he would. He's pretty shy, but maybe we can organize a Zoom call sometime. He might do that. He's doing well. Hey Deb. I just took my first sip of wine and said cheers. So happy Friday to everyone. All right. Well, I have some decks to share, but I also have like some news to share about this new moon. And we've got the new moon, we've got the equinox, and we've got a partial solar eclipse. And Venus goes into Virgo. Oh my. So let's talk about it for a second. And all of this, just so most of you actually have purchased your copy of the Crone's Compass, but all of this is included in the Crone's Compass as well as a bunch of other stuff. So I'm just clicking over to my notes. So we've got the new moon in Virgo and the solar eclipse happening, and that's happening Sunday, the 21st. And I always thought that Sunday was the day of the equinox, and apparently not. But it happens at 3:54, so almost 4 o'clock Eastern time. And this one is particularly powerful. And because of the lunar eclipse, it's because of the total lunar eclipse on the 7th, and now we've got a partial solar eclipse on, is that tomorrow? No, Sunday. That closes the eclipse season, but it like creates this portal, and it's a really strong, it's like an extra strong portal for release, because in new moons, we release again, and then we also make our intentions for the next moon cycle and fresh beginnings. So keep that in mind as you are getting into this moon cycle, into this new moon, because it's going to be big. And we could feel like, again, like I tend to feel a little bit more emotional around the moons. I don't know why. Maybe it's in my head. I don't know. Now, today, get ready, those of you who are Virgos or any earth sign, and I think it's going to probably affect all of us in one way or another. But Venus enters Virgo. So Virgo, is like disciplined and organized. And so what this means for Virgo is that so that love is going to be much more grounded with the earth signs, right? So it's going to be practical and maybe a little more detail oriented, but more than that, it's about authenticity, and it's about clear communication, and more like less sex, more service, and more authenticity and more appreciation rather than, the grand gestures. So let's see, is that it? That is about it. But oh no, it's not it, because we have the equinox. The equinox comes Monday, and that also brings Mabon. So who celebrates, who does the wheel of the year here? Who lives mostly by the wheel of the year? Oh my gosh, Donna, it's almost time for the next copy to come out. Although Mabon, you'll have Mabon for the next month. I'm working on, I'm a little bit late. I've got to finish it tomorrow. It's going to be done. But I have the Crone's Compass for October just about finished. And it is, every month I think it gets better. And I know that sounds like I'm patting myself on the back. And damn it, I probably am. But I'm really, I'm really proud of the work I'm doing. And I really, really love it. So there's that. Your mom passed on the autumn equinox. Wow, that's pretty auspicious too. So you're going to be keeping busy. Might go to a ritual if you have the spoons. Yeah, definitely keep track of your spoons. And I'm melting. It's really hot here today, and I don't have the air on. Yeah, definitely keep the spoons. We're going to do a, I was reading something. Hey, Betsy, I was reading a comment that somebody made about Mabon and about how Mabon kind of makes them feel sad because it's supposed to be a feast and it's about community, and they just don't have community where they are. And so she said, it's just me and my husband, and what do you do? And so I wrote back to her and I said, I really I feel you, because I'm all, we're empty nesters now. And that's really new for me, because I took my mom job seriously. I still do, but, it's different when your kids grow up and they're able to pay for your dinner. So, yeah, but, Mark and I, we just kind of do different things. And that kind of goes back to you, Kristen, because I used to get really sad on my mom's death date. And believe me, it's been almost 50 years. And there have been years, I think it was a random year, year 42, where I was just a mess the whole day. But that, it's just the way it is. But I try on that day to celebrate something about my mom. And I also really do up her birthday. She would have been 90 this year. She died when she was 44, too young, but she would have been 90 this year. I wonder what she would have been like. I wonder if she would have been okay with me with, tarot and woo. I'm not sure about that. She was a really staunch Episcopalian, but maybe she would have mellowed. You're loosey-goosey with the wheel. You play hokey pokey with what? With it. Okay, Norse pagan celebration. There's the wild witch. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, everybody. This is Star, the wild witch. Star, this is everybody. And Star has if you don't know who she is, go to her channel and follow her. She has a fabulous channel, all full of wonderful things. And Star is also vision impaired like me. And so we connected on that. And it's we're kind of getting to know each other. She actually lives in my state, which is wild as well. Way over on the other side. So she's 4 hours away from me, but still, like, within a car ride for sure. And it's just lovely to have you here. Thanks so much for being here. Debbie says my dad passed away 57 years ago. Oh my gosh, Deb. Isn't it crazy to think that we lived longer than our parents? It's crazy. So yeah, so I just shared a lot about what's coming up astrologically and the equinox. And I got to tell you guys, and I give big thanks to Gerald Tarot Stash and Jamie and all you guys that were in. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. During COVID, I did every Sunday. It was called Sit With Me. We met at 3:30 and we meditated for 20 minutes, and then we took turns, and somebody would bring a tarot spread, and we would all do the tarot spread together on Zoom. And you guys got me through my resistance to fall. Fall had always been a time where I slipped into seasonal affective disorder and got really depressed. And so the older I got, the more scared I got, and I would dig my heels in, and that always makes things worse. So everybody say hi to Star, because she's lovely. And yeah, so I dug my heels in, and it's just been over since the pandemic that I've been able to like really ease myself in and look forward to autumn. And I got to tell you that talk to me again in January, because by the time January hits, I'll be like, oh my God, come on, spring. But also, living by the wheel of the year has really helped me too, because so we have Yule, and then right after Yule is Imbolc, and I wait for Imbolc before I start reading before I even look at a seed catalog. So Imbolc is when I start planning my garden, and then then what do we have? I can't remember. I think it's Astaris, and I have different decorations for that. And the wheel just keeps me hopeful all the time. So yeah, it helps us embrace the beauty of each season, and that's so true. And I was talking also, Star, about I don't know if I told you this, but I just started writing a publication. It's a monthly publication. There you can it's a digital download. And so I write about all this stuff that's kind of I say it's your witchy companion, or it's like your earthy Nana came to visit and she brought the tarot cards and the herbal tea and the wine and all the witchiness with her. And I'm really looking forward to, and I really look forward to writing it and getting it out there. Anyway, summer and winter. Fall is hard for Bennett. It was really difficult for me, but I'm really starting to appreciate the beauty in every season, and yes, the wheel helped me with that. So that being said, I got 3 decks. I'm not going to show you, like 2 of them I'm sure everybody has, and I'm just late to the party. But the one I'll show you more of the cards with. So I finally got Seasons of the Witch, Samhain, and this was hugely on Tony's suggestion, Antoinette Tarot and Jewelry, and I'm really loving it. she said it's the only oracle she ever needed. And yeah, I'm really liking this so far. Now today, literally 5 minutes before I went online, maybe 10, I received the Green Witch Oracle. Did you ever, when you have an Amazon delivery coming, did you ever go on and watch the little Amazon driver's car move and it says 6 more stops and then it moves and it says 5 more stops? Did you ever do that? I did that today because I wanted it to come before. And I don't know, does anybody have this? Because I'm liking it already for its, well, I love the backs, that's for sure. But I don't know. There's something about these images that I really like. And of course I need Ruby to read the print because can't see that, but that's just the way life is. Isn't that a cool card? It took me a long time to get this deck, but I'm really looking forward to working with it. Now the deck that I want to show you more of that came, that I just, y'all know that probably my heart deck used to be the Druidcraft Tarot, and I still really love that deck. But then Journey of the Sacred Bee came along, the Kelly Burton deck, and I just fell in love with that deck. I just love it. And I wound up getting, I think I had 3 copies of that deck. I've given one away, and then I have 2 others. I have mine, and then I have another one for my kids someday. And then I got both of her Oracle decks that came out. I got the Keeper of the Sacred Bee, and then the new one, which is the Flight of the Butterfly Tarot, which she did on a different, she did not do this one on Kickstarter, and I can't remember what the name of the, it's like Back or something she did this on. But I got this deck, and I got it the same day Jamie got hers, and it just so happened that she messaged me and said, "Did you get your deck yet?" And I said, "Yeah, like 5 minutes ago. I'm just opening it." So we sort of opened them together, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But what I want to tell you about Kelly Burton is that, when you order a deck, and we pay a lot of money for these decks that we're ordering, especially indie decks. And Kelly Burton does not disappoint. Oh, you know what? Kelly Burton does not disappoint with the extras she gives and the way she packages. So this was all wrapped up in butterfly tissue paper. The bees came with bee tissue paper. In this butterfly, you've got a bookmark, which I got to figure out. I think what I'm going to do with these, I think I'm going to use them as Christmas decorations, because I've got a bunch of bookmarks and I can no longer read regular print. So I do use them in my journal sometimes, but like, this is really pretty. So I think I'm going to hang it on my Christmas tree. And then you get, so I got this card from her, and it's wax, and I'm going to say that that's probably has something to do with the butterfly. And she says, "Thank you again." And then, these were postcards, and I didn't purchase these extra. So these were like the extras that if she backs it so far, you get some little extras. So this is what we got. And look at these cards. I always like her colors. Again, I'm going to complain about the font, but that's life. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords. I can't remember. What does that say? Because I can't read it. But they're just beautiful. And then you get, she sent these cards with spreads on them on both sides. So I guess what I'm saying is Kelly Burton really overgives when you purchase a deck from her. And then on the inside of the box, this I love. So this is a QR code, and when you scan this, you get a digital, it's a digital, like kind of like a workbook journal that, where she goes over the cards in way more detail, and then there's journaling questions and all kinds of extras there too, and you get that for purchasing the deck. And then here's the cards. Let me back up a little bit so you can, okay, can you see? Hopefully you can. I won't go through all of them because I think what I'm going to do is try to do an unboxing or a walkthrough. I've already unboxed. Too late. But a walkthrough. Look at the Chariot. These are the backs. And there's the gilding. It's so when I open the deck, so Jamie and I opened the deck together. When I opened the deck and I first looked through the cards, I got to tell you, and I hope Kelly Burton doesn't watch this, but I was disappointed. I think I don't know why it was different is why it was different than what I was expecting. And so Jamie and I decided we were just going to sit with it. We were going to sit with these cards and see if we could and see like how we felt about it after a couple of days. And so I did. I sat with it. I don't know how she feels because I haven't talked to her, but I'm really glad that I gave it some time and I just kind of sat with it, because opening it again, I just love it. I love the deck. I love the feel of it. I love the smell of it. I love the colors and color with my eyesight, because everything to me looks like a impressionist painting. So it kind of looks like a watercolor. It's sort of all smushed together. It can kind of look muddy sometimes, and to have vibrant colors is so important. And Emma, you showed a deck in one of your videos that I watched today, and I think it was the Queer Tarot that has like really vibrant colors, and I'm going to go and take a look at that deck too. I wonder, Star, do you bitch about font size too? I'll bet you do. But it's such a beautiful deck. I really, really do like it. Oh, bye, Kristen. I'm so sorry you couldn't stay. It is, those little details of, wrapping the cards and just the little extras means so much. And I'll just, so it was when one of the Oracle decks came, and Kelly and I sometimes write back and forth to each other. And I got to wipe my nose because it's running. So hold, please. Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to take the glasses off because it's just sweating. Yeah, I'm really picky too. But yes, in contrast, I wish, yes. The Lonely Dreamer Tarot Star. I love that tarot deck, but the font is so fancy and it's so light that it's really hard for me. And sometimes I don't know until I get it home, and then it's a bummer. Oh my gosh, what was I saying? I've only had one sip of wine and I forgot. Where was I? Oh, I know. So I had been talking to her about the new deck coming out, and I said, "Oh, I think it'll be here for my birthday." And she said, "Oh my gosh, it's your birthday?" I said, "Yeah." So here, when I got the box, she had sent me. She said, "Just a little, a little bit of extra things for your birthday." And she sent me these beautiful beeswax tea lights, and oh, and also with this deck comes a card stand, and she had sent me a card stand. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. So I got to see what the time is. 4:30. I do have a spread that we can do together. But what else is that? What decks have you guys? What decks are you using for the fall? Like, what's your go-to fall deck? And have you got any new decks? I know that's 2 questions, but what are you doing for fall? Henry, you have to wait for Dad. Sorry. Oh gosh, are you guys there? Oh yeah, I mean the colors are so nice. And whatever that deck was it the Queer Tarot? Because that was great. Oh, you ordered 3 today, but accidentally shipped them where? Oh, to the wrong address, to your sister. Well, hopefully your sister will get them to you. Tammy bye. How are you? It's so good to see you. What 3 decks did you order, MA? Siege of the Witch Mabon will be coming out. You can't stop using the cracked that Amethyst Ascensions tarot deck? Because I saw some of those on Make Playing Cards. Her sister was showing them. They're really cool too. Or is that just a totally different thing and I don't know what I'm talking about? One of your favorite decks is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn. Now, see, that's a hard deck for me. I actually tried to sell that deck because the font is so small and the cards are so dark. I can't see them well. But yeah, it does have the forest and the animal vibes. And wait a minute, Chris just said something, but I keep Queer Tarot. Oh, is your most popular tarot when you're reading? Okay. At the markets. We didn't talk so much about that when you were on Wine and Tarot with me. And I need to get you back on, or when I come onto your channel, we have to talk about that, because do you have to haul stuff there and like set up a tent and all that stuff? Because that's another thing I don't like about reading online. You don't have to do any of that. Oh, yeah, you can see where I'm coming from. You have reached your self-imposed deck limit for the year, but you picked up a few that were waiting for me at your friend's house for 2 years. Oh my goodness, The Unfolding Path, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the Rooted Woman Oracle. Ooh, I need to find that one. The Unfolding Path. Hi, honey. My friend surprised me with a gift of, the Sci-Fi Tarot. What's that like? Oh, I'm going to have to find it now. So you guys know, I think I told the story about my relationship, or my non-relationship, with Trionfi della Luna, Patrick Valenza, how I had the deck and I sold the deck. Actually, no, now I remember, Mendy and I traded decks. And I got a beautiful Marseille deck for that trade. And then I thought, then people talked me into it again. So I went and I bought it, and I'm pretty sure this, I think it's mass market now. So I bought the mass market. So that is the deck I'm going to attempt to read with tonight. We will see how it goes. Yeah, how did you wait 2 years? I'm the person that doesn't open packages when they come, and you waited 2 years. Interesting though. I opened the Butterfly Tarot right away. And any mass market decks that come, I open those right away too. Maybe I'm over it. Maybe I'm all over it. Yeah, and geez, you don't want to send the decks over because it's so expensive to ship. How's the card stock on the well, I have opened this, really I have. My first impression is that it's very US gamesy. Feels good. It feels good, and it's not uber slippy. Tammy Pie, did you show this deck on Instagram lately? Because I think I might have commented on your page about it. Look, Donna with her hip. How's your hip, Donna? How is your hip now? Oh, you forgot one. The Borderless of the Moon. That's another one. So I had Tarot of a Moon Garden, and I didn't like the borders. And as we know, I don't, well, I shouldn't say I don't. I have not modified a deck yet. Like cut edges off, because that's scary. But I would like to look at the I would like to look at Moon Garden again. You use that one more than his others. Yeah, I think I did see it on your page, and I commented about it, because this is just a deck that I have. I don't know. It's scary. Let's see how this goes. All right, so let's everybody get a deck and tell me what deck you're going to use. This is going to be a 4-card spread. And I will so I'm going to be honest. I put my parameters, what I want. I knew what I wanted the spread to be about. Oh, you're all about the spirit keepers. Oh, I saw that too. And when Olga speaks. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. So I asked ChatGPT to help me make the spread, And it always amazes me because I put, like I said, okay, I want one card to be about the equinox and balance. I want one to be about, so I put all these parameters in, and then you hit enter and it's there. Don't have a deck on you at the moment. Oh, a loopy puppy. Oh, you are a loopy puppy after a dentist appointment. Yes, don't do tarot while drunk or while loopy. You're going to be using Triomphe this week, so you'll pull it out for this. Okay. And you're going to be using the Wandering. Oh, I love the Wandering Star. I have that too. I bought the Kickstarter version of that, and I love it. That is a winter deck to me because I received it in the winter. Isn't that? Does anybody else do that? That, when you get a deck. Oh no, your puppy had a dental. You're not the loopy puppy. Your puppy had a dental cleaning. Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna shut up and go over here now so I can see this this spread that we're gonna do. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. It is so nice to come on, and you guys all encouraged me to do this again, and I'm really glad to be doing it again. And it's so nice, especially now, to be with like-minded people, to just be able to sit for an hour with like-minded people and just talk and shoot the shit. The only thing that would be better is if you were like all in the room with me, or if we were meeting on Zoom and we could all talk together, because sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself or I'm talking too much. Okay, so we have 4 cards, and the spread is called the New Moon and Equinox Tarot Spread. So the first card is the Seed of Intention, and this is the new moon in Virgo. And the prompt is, what intention or new beginning is ready to be planted with care and specificity? I will highlight this and put it in the chat because that's a mouthful. When I read it, I thought, wow, that's really cool. Now I'm like, that's a lot. You do have to take stuff and set up, and then you have to take down. Oy. Always indoors, so no tent needed. Yeah. Oh, I bet you have some really cool, like, woo stuff for backgrounds and stuff hanging up. And all right, let's go. What have we got here? First card, Seed of Intention, New Moon in Virgo. What intention or new beginning is ready to be planted with care and specificity? Oh, Lord, I'm going to need Ruby. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. And I'm shit at reading for myself. So I got the Knight of Swords. So I'm going to tell you what I think. And then you can tell me what you think. So the Knight of Swords, to me, is the Hold My Beer card. And my cards of late have all been about slowing down. Like slowing down in the season and really being present and being very intentional. And I'm feeling that pull with, with the darkness coming, with it getting darker earlier, and just like the coziness. I'm feeling that general, okay, it's time to wind down part. That, oh, good, I can get into bed at 8 o'clock. Deb got the star. So what intention or new beginning? Well, the star is all about hope. So planting seeds of hope and joy and balance. I always think of the star card in the Waite Smith, but lots of times you see the star card this way with, and isn't that is that Venus? Who is that in that picture? You see the star card, and she's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the earth, but just the way she's kind of bending over, that takes so much balance, and I think hope is a balance. It's a balance between reality and delusion, maybe, And Emmy got the 7 of Pentacles. So no instant gratification, plant it and wait. Yeah, so whatever it is that you are going to plant, and because of the coins, I would say that it's something about your material world, your physical world, that this is going to be something that kind of takes time to manifest. And so we have these seasons we have seasons of eclipses. So an eclipse season is when we have 2 or more eclipses or partial eclipses within a 35-day period. And so the first one opens and the second one closes. And I just honestly learned that today, because I kind of thought that we had 1 or a couple of eclipses and they were 6 months apart. But so whatever we do in eclipse season, whatever we're manifesting or releasing in one eclipse season, that can span, oh my gosh, Zach, I love you. Hi. That can span the whole, the 6 months into the next eclipse season. So yeah, you just bought a light up tarot reader sign from from Jamie Sawyer. Cool. Okay, no, wait. Donna got the 2 of Pentacles. So that's, you just said, I just set my limits on my I just came to my self-imposed limits. 2 of Pentacles, balancing. You're not too late. You're fine. You're fine, Zach. I'm drinking red wine. I'm on my first glass, and honestly, I'm sort of feeling it. So there we go. Zane. Zach, see? I'm feeling it. Zane. Ace of Swords, the sacred wand. Yeah. Chris, are you reading? I didn't see your card. If you are, you don't have to. I'm just asking. How are you doing, Zane? What's happening? Zane also lives in my state. Not too far, and he lives on my side, so he's not too far from me, which is lovely. All right, let's do card number 2. Card number 2 is the balance point, which is the equinox and Mabon. Where in my life do I need to restore balance between giving and receiving, light and shadow, work and rest? So let me highlight that and put it in the comments. You know what my biggest fear is with this, guys, when I'm going back and forth? My biggest fear is that I'm going to accidentally like go out of the live. I don't know what happens when that happens. You're doing well. You were thinking about me earlier. Yes. Yes, you do. Hey, here's a plan. The Witches Night Market is in Lehighton on October 26th. Do you want to come? I'm going with a friend of mine, but you'll love her. Okay, balance point. Equinox Mabon, where in my life do I need to restore balance? Oh, Nine of Wands. Okay. I got the Nine of Swords. So, oh gosh, it makes so much sense. So Nine of Wands, Deb, like I think the Nine of Wands is about, you did pull that last night. So the Nine of Wands is about, I think it could be about mental exhaustion, you know, with the wound, with the psychic wound, but it's definitely about feeling like you've got to build boundaries and kind of be on the defense. Have to make sure you have dog sitter. Oh, cool. Yeah, text me. No, it's okay. Well, I hope everybody else thinks it's okay, but it's okay with me. I'm distracted all the time. Donna got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So where do you need balance with the Four of Cups? We need Chris. The Four of Cups to me is about, the Four of Cups is about boredom, right? And the Eight of Swords, perfect boundaries. Yeah. I pulled the Queen of Pentacles 2 days in a row. When I do things like that, I really pay attention. Ace of Swords, you need to reset your brain. Yeah. Balance with the ideas. And I got the Nine of Swords. And so like I call that the holy shit card. And so for me, I tend to, it's funny, this came up yesterday because Bennett called me and I was in a meeting and I couldn't take the call. So I just turned my phone off. And my intent was I was going to call him back. And then he called me again and I was in another meeting, but my phone was far away and I didn't hear it because I had it turned off. I didn't turn it back on. So last night, then it's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock, 7:30, Mark and I are out for ice cream and Bennett called and I answered the phone and I said, hey, how are you doing? He's like, Mom, I called you twice. You didn't call me back. My head automatically went to, oh my God, she's in the hospital. And I said, oh my gosh, Bennett, you're so me. And he said, I know, but that's where my head goes to. Like, I never, like if Mark's 10 minutes late coming home from work, it's never, oh, there must have been traffic. It's always, oh God, there was a wreck and he's in it. You know? So I need to balance that part of my brain out. Went to my doctor recently and she said, well, you know, there's drugs that can help do that, but I'm not about the drugs. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Card number 3. I hope you're okay with me rambling my head off here. Okay. Eclipse. Shadow, solar eclipse. What hidden influence, pattern, or truth is being revealed? And what am I being asked to release or integrate within the next 6 months? How do you think ChatGPT did with this spread? Do you think it's a good one? Kind of liking it. It's deep. It's a little deep, but I like it. You see the Four of Cups is not recognizing what's on offer. True, not appreciating what you have. But I think you do appreciate what you have. You always seem to anyway. Okay. So eclipse, shadow. What hidden influence, pattern, or truth is being revealed, and what am I being asked to release or integrate over the next 6 months? And I got, interesting. Okay. I got the Three of Wands. Now, in a weird way, this could go back to my first card about slowing down. Don't look so much into the future. Maybe just take things one step at a time. Oh my gosh, Jeb, you recently started doing the artist's way. Okay, and this card speaks to that. Oh, that's really cool. I know somebody else who did that. Do you know Diane from Wood Thrush Cottage? She did the artist's way, I believe. That's such a cool program to do. Okay, Donna got the Four of Cups. Oh, and the Three of Cups reversed. And the Tower. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, so we're releasing this. We're releasing a hidden pattern or truth. What am I being asked to release or to integrate over the next 6 months? Five of Swords. Yikes. Interesting. You see a relationship between, hold on, I got to get you. Between the Four of Cups and the Three reversed. Yeah, I was going to say that. You have some social anxiety, especially when I'm feeling language challenged. Yeah, I can see that too. For anybody in chat that doesn't know, Donna lives in France and she's an English speaker. France is not her native language. French is not her native language. And you have to make yourself go out. Yeah. I'm like that in an English speaking country where I speak English. I have to force myself to go out. Yeah, I can see that. And, oh, you're starting week 3. Oh, that's cool. Did you get that? Did you get that Five of Swords last night too? Those are big messages. So what are you being asked to release? And MA got the Five of Wands. So you see that as asking you to watch where my behaviors are at odds with each other and what I'm trying to get done. Oh my gosh, you're back. Oh, thank the gods. All right, so I think this 3 has to do, I do think the 3 has to do with slowing down. I think that it's asking me to not get ahead of myself, which I tend to, I'm a planner and I like to have plan A, B, and C. There they are, A, B, and C. I like to have all those plans together. And I really am trying to release that and be like a little bit more spontaneous and a little bit, and of course, like, you know, with my Zen practice, be a little bit more in the moment. Um, so be more present and not so much, well, you could do this, or you could do that, or you could do this. Me too, Donna. I almost always have a good time when I go, and yet I hesitate too. And back in the day when I was really in the depths, I would I would cancel plans at the last minute, and I actually lost a friendship over that. Um, so I really tried to. I think when I was in the depths, I didn't recognize, or I didn't want to see that that's what I was doing. Now I see that that's what I do. So I'm trying not to do it. Excuse me. Hey, Beth. Oh my gosh, you did miss the party. Oh, okay. 10 of swords reverse. Okay. Do you guys want me to post in, I can post it in the community. Do you want me to post like a meme with all the stuff about the equinoxes and the moons? And do you want me to post the questions to this spread there too? Yes, yay or nay? Everybody's saying hi to Beth. Beth, if she's still here, the Wild Witch is here, and she's new to the Wine and Tarot group, and I just met her through Miss Kulala, which really came through Tony. So say hi to Star. Mm. Yes, if you post your spread. Okay, I will do that. I'll post it in the community section. Yay, I'm glad you're still here. I will post it in the community section on YouTube, and I'll also post it in the littlezencrone group, which is very quiet. Chris, I don't know if you heard me, but I cheated and I used ChatGPT to help me with the spread. I knew what positions I wanted, but I was struggling with words, and ChatGPT helped me with that. So it was a collaboration. Oh, just grabbing dinner. That happened to me last night. I was grabbing dinner during Chris's live. Chris from Elemental Cardamancy Star goes live usually every Thursday at 4. Okay. Last card. Sacred Practicality. Venus in Virgo. How can I bring more authenticity, groundedness, and intentional love into my relationships with myself and with others? Sacred Practicality. Did it go? Yep. Okay. Okay. You got the Knight of Wands for yours. And I got the Three of Pentacles. Chris, I'm doing okay with Trionfi de la Luna. I'm actually liking it a little bit. It's not so, I don't know what I thought it was going to be, but it's not whatever that was. So I got the 3, and I always think of that 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, the Lovers. There you go. I always think of that as collaboration. So, maybe that is about like collaborating with Mr. Honey and I was really intentional about like date nights, like really planning date nights, and I haven't been. I kind of got off that. Summer came and we've been outside doing things and we haven't thought about it so much. So maybe I need to bring him, I need to say, hey, let's do date night again. It's not every Friday and it's usually 3 p.m. Central. Yes. Yes. It's not every Friday. I usually do it around the Friday closest to the new moon and the Friday closest to the full moon. So it's every 2 weeks. So the next one will be whatever's closest to October 6th. And I think Emmy's coming on with me the next time. And if anybody else would like to come on, please let me know. I would love to have you. Tammy Pie, I'd love to have you come on. I know I've already asked Star. I know Donna. I think you and I are supposed to be making plans. And Deb, I think you said you would come on too, because I think you said anything for me. Oh, you're in November. Okay. So I would love to have all of you come on. You have to choose to, yeah, like, and it seems in the winter time, I have more time for that. Cause like we're in the house together, you know, like we're not outside doing things or, you know, like right now I call it the way backyard. So we have our backyard, which is all fenced in. We call it Fort Henry because it's all locked up so he can't get out. Although he did go on walkabout yesterday. But then through the back fence is where he parks his truck and he has this thing that he calls a garage. It's not a garage. It's a carport. But shh, don't tell him. And he has that kind of this weird way, like covered on 3 sides, and he's got tools and all kinds of in there. So yeah. So he's out there right now. So yeah. So, but in the wintertime, he won't be. He'll be here. He'll be inside. So we'll be able to make intentional time to do things together. I keep telling him I want to do a reading night where, you know, like we just kind of sit in the quiet and we read we read a book. We're each reading, not reading out loud to each other, but reading a book, the same book, and then we can talk about it. I kind of get an eye roll on that, but he might, you never know. Oh, good, Donna. That would be fun. Oh, you don't get home until 4:30 during the, well, we could do a 5 o'clock one. Like I'm open. We could do a 5 o'clock one. I like to do 4, but yeah, we could do 5. 5's late for the people that like, it's 10 for Donna, but she might stay up late for us. No, Richard Burton reading to Liz going on. Nope, we've been married for 33 years. No. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, it is after the 5 o'clock hour. And I like to be respectful of time. I've got to get the pizza dough in. It's Friday, so we'll be having pizza tonight. Donna, I will message you and maybe you can come on in October. That would be fun. We can talk about your tarot journey and decks and living in France and all kinds of stuff. That would be fun. Oh, that's right. You're in Hawaii. Okay, time is weird. It's 11 a.m. Can you do 11 a.m., Tammy? Is that an okay time for you? I don't know if you work outside the home or how that works for you. what am I calling this spread? This spread was called, this spread was called the New Moon and Equinox Tarot Spread, because that's what it was. But I am going to put, I'll make like I'll make a, a graphic, and I'll put it up in my community part in YouTube, so we can post our cards. And I got to remember to take a picture of mine. Hey, thanks you guys for getting me to read, for encouraging me to read with my Trionfi de la Luna. That was a better experience than I thought it was going to be. I can do hard things. You don't get home until, oh, I already talked, we talked about that, because I said we can do 5. Okay, you can do 11:30. Okay, great. I'll message you too, Tammy Pie. Okay, on Friday, it's fine. Cool. All right. Oh my gosh. So it's been so much fun meeting with everybody again, and we'll be on sometime around the 6th. You want here, let me give you the exact data Rooney that it will be. Let's look at October. So, okay, so the 6th happens to be a Monday. So we will be on Friday the 3rd. Well, it'll be Friday, October 3rd at 4 o'clock, unless whoever's coming on with me has an Uber time restraint, but it'll be Friday, October 3rd at 4. Okay, you guys, thanks so much for being here. As I said before, it's just so nice to spend an hour or so with like-minded people. And the only thing that would be better is if I had you all over and we were sitting out in my backyard drinking and having a fire and slinging cards around my patio table. That would be the best, but this will have to do. I will talk to you soon. See you around the YouTube sphere. Take care, everyone.